Monday the 19th of January reflections. So first we started off with just a physical warm-up, so normal sway and stretch. Then we did some tongue twisters. So we did, if you must cross a coarse cross cow across a crowded cow crossing, cross the coarse cow across the crowded cow crossing carefully. And then we did imagine managing an imaginary I don't know what that word is, but yeah. So tongue twisters, I'm still not very good at it. I'm absolutely rubbish at them, but they do get your mouth nice and stretched and warmed up. So after that, we then spoke about like the greatest screen monologues. So we spoke about how they're not as often as you think they are, but sometimes they're in them and they can be quite impactful in certain ways and stuff like that. We then split off into groups and spoke about how like speaking aloud to take control sort of thing. So we did a quick game which we created monologues from an impulse. So one person was asking questions, and then person like B was answering the questions, and then I was there and I recorded the conversation and then wrote what Ebony said as her answers, and that was our monologue. So then we just had to read through that as it was a monologue, which was quite weird because obviously we had to then think of how to say it as if we weren't being asked questions, and it was just thoughts running into our mind. After that, we then did a bit of work on some monologues. So I did the Gloria monologue from Barbie. And then we just got a bit of input on what is the background of like her character and stuff. And then the other one was one from Bear, from the show Bear. And then we had to like kind of rehearse it, and then we saw some, but we saw them up close. So we had the camera that was plugged in to the projector so we could see like their face. And then we did one which was we saw someone's reactions to someone saying the monologue to them. So it's quite a good task, and I enjoyed watching the people that went up do their monologues. After that, after break, we then went into small groups and we did a mini screen project. So we worked in small groups to work on a scene that was titled "Did They Just Say That?" So it was me, Alfie, and Neve, and Neve was the film, and me and Alfie had a conversation about like some gossip. After we showed this, we got a bit of input, and we realised that both mine and Alfie's acting was still a bit too big. So what we've learned for next time we do it is to dial down the acting and make it less big and flashy. After that, we then did some vocal practices. So we worked on the arpeggio again and just the usual warm-up scales, stuff like that. And then we spoke about types of musical theatre singing. So we spoke about legit. Then after that, we did the conditional love song. So it's usually between two characters, and then we just got examples of love songs. But the one we were working on today was Satisfied. So we did the tiny bit in the middle, which was, "You strike me as a woman who's never been satisfied. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. You forgot yourself." That bit in Satisfied between Hamilton and Angelica. So we had to speak it like it was dialogue and not singing. So it was quite fun doing it in a different way. after that, we went into the computer suite and did written work, and that was the end of Monday.